certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. So let's go ahead and get it. You need an instructor who's patient. You got to be patient with yourself. The instructor has to be patient with you. If you're not patient, you're going to have a lot of anxiety and you won't be able to drive. Next, you want someone who's nice. If you want to be treated nicely, when you give, you receive, so be nice. Don't yell at the instructor. An instructor should not be yelling at you because that makes you feel very stressed and very tense. Next, you want someone who's going to give you directions in advance. I need you to make a left turn here. I need you to make a right turn there. I need you to stop at the stop line. When you have clear communication, you're going to be successful. Next, you don't want them to give you last minute directions because you won't be able to process the information and effectively control the car. Next, they make conversation with you. How was your day? What did you do? How was your job? How's your family doing? That makes you feel comfortable. And those small things will make you feel very, very comfortable. Next, they give you visual demonstrations. They show you how to properly adjust the seat. They show you how to have your arms properly adjusted. They show you how to pivot your foot between the gas and brake. They show you what shoes to wear. You want to have thin sole shoes on. Crocs are nice. Converse are nice, not sponsored, but those are high quality shoes. They're considerate. They understand what you need to do, what you need to accomplish. If you are a 16, 17, 18, or 19, you're a teen, you're probably in high school, or you just graduated, you might have a limited schedule, you might be working during the day so you can drive early afternoon, I'm available to help you. Or it's early evening. We don't want to take you out in rush hour. It's very overwhelming. Rush hours in the morning, 6:45 to about 8:45, 4:45 to 6:45. Rush hour can be very overwhelming, but you need to learn how to drive in that type of environment to really help you understand. They share stories. We were driving in a neighborhood this past weekend. A little kid ran out with a little basketball. We stopped, we covered the brake. Then a 3-year-old grabbed the little baby and put it back on the grass. So we were thinking, where are the parents at? You always have to be careful. Why? Driving in neighborhoods is very dangerous. People let their guard down, they take off their seatbelt, they're not paying attention. So you, as a beginning driver, you've got to go slow, you've got to look left, look right, you've got to scan, you've got to cover the brake. Anticipate little kids hiding between cars. Anticipate people cutting grass. There are fun teachers. I'm a fun instructor, and through my content, through my videos, you should be subscribing. You should be looking because I want to connect with you and help you learn how to drive. I've been teaching drivers at over 22 years. I'm very excited and happy to guide you to reaching your goal of getting your permit, passing your road test, or getting your full license. And when you look at my content, you're going to get that real value. Next, good instructors are very calm on the road. I'm very calm, I'm chilled. I'm going to give you that positive reinforcement. I'm going to clap. Man, that was a great turn. A nice decision. You decided not to run the yellow light. If you can stop in 1001, 1002, 3 seconds, you should. You never want to slam the brakes. I don't want you to get comfortable running yellow lights. That is illegal and is a dangerous behavior. Next, I give positive reinforcement. We all need positive reinforcement. That was a great turn. You turn hand over hand in, you turn out hand over hand, you accelerated through the turn, you didn't lift your foot and you didn't slam the gas. You need an instructor specifically who's going to teach you those fundamental steps. I'm a technician. I want you to go step 1, step 2, step 3, and then you want reassurance. Did I do that right? Yes, you did. However, I need you to look where you're going. You look down at the steering wheel and the car went to the right by the curb. I had to turn the wheel slightly so the car didn't go over the curb. Once you understand and learn the correct way the first time, you're going to be very consistent and very successful. We are about teaching success. Next, they allow you to fix your mistakes and figure out what you did wrong. When we drive in those small, tight, little neighborhoods, you're going to make 10 right turns. You're going to turn that wheel hand over hand in. You're going to turn it hand over hand out. You're going to make left turns where you're going to go up to the middle of the intersection. You look, you check traffic, and you're going to turn. If you don't go far enough into the middle of the intersection, you're going to turn in the wrong lane. I've had that happen before. If you go too far up, you won't be able to see the light that's under you. So you want to go 3/4 of the way up. We should see the light. Then when we get a green turning arrow, if it's to protect a left-hand turn or a blinking yellow, we yield to traffic. We check for pedestrians. We see a grandma walking. Then when it's clear, we accelerate and turn hand over hand into the nearest lane by the double yellow. This is bringing you value. I'm doing good. Hey, how are you? Everything is going good. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Next, always we remind you always to do things consistently. Do it right the first time. Learn the first time. Because if you learn it wrong, you're going to learn the wrong type of skill. If you put your left hand down to the bottom of the wheel, you're going to overturn the wheel. And if you overturn the wheel, you're going to go over the curb. If you underturn the wheel, the car won't go into the proper lane. Then I, as an instructor, will have to slightly turn the wheel because what? We don't want to have an accident. We don't want to go boom and hit a car. I want you to be prepared for your test. Next, I use my hands to show you where to look. I want you to look to the left. I want you to look to the right. I want you to look ahead down the street. That is really important that you have an instructor who communicates with you. Some instructors kind of sit back and hear crickets. Others instructors like myself, we're hype, we're energetic. Hey, how are you? I say hello to your parents, hello to grandma, hello to your auntie. And then we get you in the car. I show you how to adjust your seat. We want to put on our seatbelt first across our torso. We want to get comfortable in the car. I want to see you pivot your right foot between the brake and gas. I don't want your foot to get stuck. I've had that before. It is very scary. Then now I get into the car on the passenger side. I have a passenger side mirror, and contrary to what people think, I don't have a steering wheel on my side, but I have a brake just in case you get excited, right? Next, they make jokes to make you feel comfortable. I tell dad jokes. I tell big brother jokes. I'm trying to get you ready for adulthood. I encourage you to make that money, get a job. But in order for you to get a job, you've got to get your permit. In order for you to get your permit, you've got to get your license. In order for you to get your license, you have to pass, that parallel parking. You've got to know how to merge on and off the expressway. You have to know how to drive in downtown traffic. You have to know how to drive through a residential area where little kids are playing, where people are cutting grass, and they're not paying attention. So I take you in a wide variety of areas to make sure you are successful. They treat you like an adult. This is an adult thing. This is not for little Jimmy or little Susie. We are driving a 4,000, 5,000 pound vehicle. And it's really important that you have balance. And I think sometimes when instructors scream, they lose focus. You always want to keep your energy chilled in the middle. You don't want to get too hyped, scream, lose focus. You don't want to be too low. You want to try to be in the middle. And you got to be proactive. If you see a student, an adult, or teen getting ready to hit something, you got to slow that speed down. You have to cover that brake. Those elements are super important because you want to have a positive experience, one, for the student, and two, for yourself. If you're selfish and just think about you, you won't be a good instructor. But if you're positive and you want to grow your students to be the best they can be, to live their best life, you will enjoy driver's ed. They allow you to listen to the radio, low-key, chilled in the background, right? Not too much, just enough to take care of the little silence in the car. They're always smiling. They're always positive. When you look at my content, I'm always smiling. I'm always positive because I'm very passionate. I love teaching how to drive. And when you look at my content, you're going to see that instruction, how to reverse parallel park, how to reverse into a driveway, how to pass your road test, how to get past questions to prepare you for your knowledge test, because I'm an instructor and I'm very proud of that fact. And that love and care passes on to my students, right? There's no awkward silence in the car. I'm always thinking of positive things to say. I want you to do well. And then we switch, and then we review what you need to work on. Talk to your parent, talk to grandma. Hey, your grandson did real good. Talk to mom. Hey, mama, your son did real good. Hey, dad, your daughter did real good. People want to hear that positive tone. Bye, guys.